Excellent. Welcome, everybody. It's Melanie Nelson. How many of you have ever decided that you were going to eat better and move more? Right? And that is a really common goal to make over and over and over again, or just one. Like, I really need to just, focus in on exercise. I really need to eat less or eat better or stop eating cookies late at night. Those types of goals or statements, hopes, wishes, those types of things. And oftentimes that's just not enough, is it? We continue to fall short and have to recommit and recommit and recommit. And that's why TLS is so different, because we understand here that moving more and eating less is not the solution, not long term anyway. You can get results short term, but then you tend to find yourself in the same situation over and over again. I know that was true for me. Is that familiar to anyone else out there? I'm sure it is. It's a common thing. And a lot of programs out there are actually trying to create that vicious cycle so you can keep coming back for more. You keep coming back and spending dollars, or keep trying a different gym or a different program. And this is what sets TLS so much apart, is our other two pillars. Because most programs out there, they're going to have one or two of the pillars that holds TLS up as the most comprehensive, effective program on the planet. We always say it's the last program you're ever going to need. But here's what I want to say first and foremost to all of you, is that balance is a myth. If you think about the trip to the moon, they said that on the way to the moon, the mission was 90% of the time adjusting back on course, adjusting back on course, adjusting back on course. Which means that for the most part, they weren't actually on course. They were just constantly adjusting to get back on course. Now, I don't know if that's a true statement or a myth, but isn't that true of our lives? When do we have it all together? When is everything perfect? When do we have our family life and our career life and our exercise and our diet and everything is perfectly in balance and peaceful and copacetic? When does that ever happen? Like, never, right? Never. And if it does, it's for a short time or when you're on vacation or something like that. So I think we really need to dismiss this idea that there is some sort of utopia perfection to our lives that we're trying to accomplish. And one of the things that my mom always said to me was, "Are you doing your best?" Now, sometimes that can be a hard pill to swallow. Am I doing my best? Well, am I doing my best? Well, could I be doing better? Yeah, I could be doing better. Where can I improve? Absolutely. Those are things that we always need to be taking a look at. But we certainly don't need to, one, be beating ourselves up about not having everything perfect in our lives. Number two is this idea that we're going to achieve this perfection in our lifestyle, and that's what we're waiting for, that's what we're striving for. Because I think that when we do that, we can create unrealistic expectations, we can create a lot of frustration and disappointment that's just not necessary to be there. And so I think we need to give ourselves a lot of grace, to say, hey, I'm going to really focus on working on my TLS nutrition plan and making sure that that becomes really a great habit. And then once that's like locked and loaded, I'm gonna exercise, but I'm not gonna beat myself up for not being, 6 days a week doing 3 cardios and 3 weight trainings and being on, like just shredded and, whatever the case might be, whatever the goal or the idea of perfection is for you, that knowing that there's going to be times in our lives where things go off the rails. Someone gets sick, we go on vacation, things like that. And it's not to say that those are reasons to go off the rails. In fact, TLS is one of the most doable lifestyles to maintain in situations where we have increased stress or things are just not normal, because we are a very doable program. So yes, exercise is crucial to not just how you look and if you feel sexy, but lifelong health and longevity, being able to get up and down off the floor when you're older, being able to take the stairs even in your elder years. These are the reasons that TLS incorporates exercise, because we want you well into those golden years. We want to maintain that muscle mass, that joint mobility, so that you are enjoying those golden years and not having an experience so many do. Now, nutrition and our nutrition plans are, I mean, we give you the menu plans, the recipe booklets, we got it covered for you. You just need to implement, right? So great, you've got the tools and resources. What sets us apart is our science-based supplementation, because exercise and nutrition, even when you are completely on point, it can take longer than you want it to. Right. And we are a society where we want things not tomorrow, but yesterday, right? We wanted them yesterday. And so why not address the accelerated version of, changing your lifestyle and get results faster with our supplementation? And there are certain things in our body that need to be addressed in regards to our own specific struggles. And that's why we have a complete and comprehensive line of not only our TLS branded supplementation, but also other health and nutrition products that help your body and nourish your body so that it can do what it does best, function properly. It wants to. Every little single cell in your body wants to function properly. It wants to balance itself. It wants to do the things it's supposed to be doing properly. It's, programmed into that DNA and RNA of every cell to do its job at its very best. And when we give it the tools it needs, when we give the body the tools it needs, it can go to work and do those things, which is why supplementation is so important. Supplementation is also important because we've had depleted nutrients in our soil, therefore depleted nutrients in our foods. They actually measure the amount of nutrients in soil and foods, and they have found that our foods are 59% less nutrients dense than they were 50 years ago. And so that means you would have to eat at least 50% more fruits and vegetables than your grandparents did. Can you imagine? That's like impossible. Impossible to put that much food in your mouth to get the same nutrients. It's not apple to apple anymore. It's apple to two apples. And so supplementation is a way to offset those deficiencies that we are getting. And that's if you eat properly. We're not even talking about the deficiencies that people will experience when they're eating food-like substances, right? Out of a window in a bag, or, if you're going and shopping in the center of the grocery store with boxes and cans and bags, right? We know that that has depleted nutrients in it, if any at all. And so also what depletes nutrients in our body is stress in our lives. If we are engaging in smoking and alcohol, if we are breathing air and drinking water, we are exposed to chemical and pollution and environmental factors that is depleting the nutrients and putting stress on our body. Also, sleep. If we are not sleeping well, we are depleting the body. Also, certain pharmaceuticals and medication can cause depletion of certain types of nutrients in our body. And so that's something to be aware of as well. And so we believe that supplementation is not just a luxury. In fact, it's a necessity, not only to your weight loss goals, but just your overall health and longevity long term. And so we have the best of the best on the market. We have the most science-based ingredients, and absolutely help you create that foundation so that your body can function more optimally. And it just happens to help us reach our goals in the sense of whittling our waist or losing some unwanted pounds a lot faster. And so definitely TLSslim.com and get with your TLS coach to talk about which supplements may be a fit for you. And then our fourth pillar, you guys, is education. And that's something that absolutely sets us apart. So many programs out there will tell you what to do, but they don't tell you the why, they don't tell you the how, they don't give you the full picture. Why? Because they just want you to keep coming back. And in TLS, we are giving you the why and the how of your nutrition, of the supplements, of everything, so that you're empowered. You're empowered to live this lifestyle. You understand why you're eating what you're eating, when you're eating it, and why you're following this low glycemic impact eating, why you're eating 3 meals and 2 snacks, and why these supplements work that you're particularly taking. And all of those things lead up to, when we understand why something is the way it is, it's going to become a permanent change rather than what I'd consider behavior modification. Behavior modification is saying, I'm going to exercise more and I'm going to eat better. And then forcing yourself to do that. And guess what happens? Inevitably, because we have not grown our knowledge here, because we have not built the muscle from here to here, the connection of wanting what we want and knowing all the why behind the actions that are necessary to get what we want, when you connect those two, change becomes permanent and it becomes a lifestyle. And that's why education is so crucial. That's why we do these TLS Tuesdays. It's why we have video galore on our YouTube channel. We have downloads for free on our website. We are constantly, through our TLS coaches and certified coaches and certified trainers, providing education constantly. In fact, we have a TLS 101 that really, if you want to spend 3 hours getting educated from the best of the best, definitely ask your TLS coach about an upcoming TLS 101. They're conducted on Zoom. They're absolutely phenomenal. And it is a deep dive, deep dive. They're open to customers as well. They not just our coaches take these, they're open to customers. So you can learn about all the nitty gritty of our programs, our products, nutrition, and all of the things that make TLS TLS. And so you're welcome to attend that. There is an admission and a essentially instruction fee, because it is a training and it is conducted by certified TLS trainers. And so that is something that we offer as well. So it just is the most effective, most comprehensive program on the market today. And when you incorporate all those 4 pillars, when you're following our meal plan and doing that, the nutrition on point with the low glycemic impact eating, exercising, which is our body composition pillar, engaging in our education of just watching the videos, of reading the materials, taking the TLS 101, and incorporating our incredible supplements, success is inevitable. And I know that over 2 decades of success with our program and our continued impact on our global community, because TLS is global. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful for you to understand what makes TLS so incredible and so different, and why we're all so passionate about it around the globe. So you have a fantastic day, and remember that balance is a myth, and that if you do your best, that is what matters. Just incorporating one step at a time, new habits. And as we educate ourselves, you're going to get better and better and better and better at this. No more short-term solutions, no more yo-yo dieting, no more diets. Ditch them, because we're going to live the lifestyle. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.